So you're here again today?
Here again, just like every day.
Just like every day, I know. So I have something we need to talk.
Okay.
Okay. So you know the minister that I watch on TV all the time?
Yes, I do.
So he's in Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move to Toronto.
Okay. Why do you want to do that?
Well, because he's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch him every day.
Where are you going to stay in Toronto?
Well, somewhere like this, but in Toronto.
Okay. Do you think there's going to be places available right away when you go down there?
Well, you got me this place pretty quick.
Okay. Have you made any calls?
Well, no, I thought you could do that.
Okay.
You did that for here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I hear that you want to go to Toronto for that minister. At the same time, we are on the first spot for 3 beds in long-term care that you've already told me that you're excited, ready, and already packed up and ready to go for those.
Mm-hmm. So are those in Toronto?
No, they're all in the Peterborough area here. The ones that we already discussed and you signed up for.
Well, could we just move them to Toronto?
If it were that easy, absolutely. Unfortunately, they probably have a different setup and a different LIN that we'd have to do another meeting and another assessment for. And we're not sure what those wait lists look like at this time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility that if you enter those wait lists, we could be a year, a few months, however long for different long-term care beds in the Toronto area.
Okay. What's the LIN? Is that my heart surgery?
So the LIN actually works to oversee the long-term care lists, and they're the ones that will meet with you to do the assessment and find out if you're eligible for long-term care again, and make sure that you can be on the wait list for the beds and the long-term care homes that you select.
Okay. So they're the ones that come with you sometimes to meet with me?
Sometimes.
Okay.
And you bring up a good point with the heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So next month, we do have an important surgery in town that you're scheduled to be here for, and you've already told us how important and how meaningful that surgery is for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been waiting a long time for that.
It's been a while,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that you've been frustrated about the wait before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just worried that if we pack up and move and go to Toronto, that's another wait list that we're going to have to set up, do an assessment, and do that whole transfer for another surgeon in Toronto.
Mm-hmm. So they can do my surgery in Toronto?
It might be a few years from now, too. We're not sure what that wait list might be.
I don't think I have a few years left in me.
And you've told us before how frustrated you are with the waits, and how upset you get when things are done right away.
Yes.
And so, if we look at the situation and what you're wanting to do, if you move, there are a few cons and there are a few pros.
Mm-hmm.
So if we break that down, you moving to Toronto, you would be able to see that minister you like.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, there's a chance that the long-term care lists are going to be significantly longer. The wait for the heart surgery is going to be significantly longer. And those are significant sort of things that you've mentioned would probably get you upset in the past.
Mm-hmm. So my heart surgery is in Peterborough?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And when is that happening?
Next month.
Next month. So 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to stay in Peterborough for 30 days?
That is your choice. And at the same time, we can look at the pros and cons of staying in Peterborough. So if you want to stay in Peterborough, we have your long-term care list. You're number 1 in 3 homes.
Okay.
So there's a very good possibility that the next bed that becomes available, you're going to have a permanent and supportive place to live. At the same time, we do have that heart surgery coming up. Not only do we have to wait for the surgery, there's a good chance that you're going to have to recover from that.
Okay.
And also, what are some ways that you think might be helpful in connecting with that minister if you were to stay?
Well, I watch him on TV all the time.
Okay,
Can I write him a letter?
absolutely you can.
Can you find the address for me, please?
I can.
Thank you.
If you're able to communicate with the minister and send him letters whenever you like, would that feel like you're more connected?
I think if he writes me back, I think then I will feel connected.
Okay.
So I'm going to stay in Peterborough.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we're going to do my heart surgery.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to write letters to the minister.
Okay.
And you're going to find his address for me.
Right. And at the same time, we're still waiting for those long-term care beds. You can have your permanent place to go. We can look after your health, and we can start talking to the minister.
I think that sounds okay.
Awesome.